history studies the journey of the universe from the Big Bang to the present. In this video, we will not go through the whole timeline. Instead, we have chosen two of the big history concepts, change and adaptability, and natural selection, extinction. We will use them to explain the relationship between climate change and sustainability. At the same time, we will also compare this with the story of dinosaurs. Before we move on, let's have a clearer picture of these two concepts. First of all, change and adaptability. Our environment is always changing, and it would never go back to what it used to be. So, in order to survive, all the organisms need to adapt to the changes. Yet, not all of them will succeed. Those who failed, the whole species would die. And that is exactly the process of natural selection. With the changes in the environment, only the fittest one will survive while the rest go extinct. Now you have a better understanding of these two concepts. Let's move on to the story of dinosaurs, or I should say, the death of the dinosaurs.
Dinosaur, one of the longest living species in history, got extinct around 65 million years ago. How? It's believed that our planet's Earth was attacked by massive asteroids from outer space and resulted in a series of volcanic eruptions. The emitted ashes and gases created a thick layers of dust cloud in the atmosphere, which blocked the sunlight. As a result, photosynthesis failed to take place. Oxygen in air dropped carbon dioxide rules. Most importantly, the plants could not gain energy from the sun and failed to grow. Direct impacts from asteroids, volcanic eruptions, low concentrations of oxygen, and the decrease in primary food source. These had contributed to the death of dinosaurs. Decreasing the numbers of dinosaurs, they failed to reproduce. At last, the dinosaur went extinct.
Fast forward to today, similar to those dinosaurs, we, humans, are also facing changes in environment. We call it climate change. Starting from Industrial Revolution, humans emitted huge amounts of carbon dioxide and resulting in the rising trend of average temperature. The global climate is changing. The sea level is rising with the ocean expansion and melting of ice sheets. There are more and more extreme weathers like flooding, droughts, and heat wave. This will bring serious impacts on humanities. Loss of coastal cities, people die, or suffer from famine.
So, how can we adapt to these changes? First of all, we need to understand more about the climate change. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, would summarize all the scientific findings on climate change and published an assessment report. Also, IPCC has provided some example on how we can adapt in the report, such as building seawalls or developing relocation plan for people living near the coastal area in combating the flooding and sea level rise. Our second step, we need to take action and adapt to the change. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, a treaty signed by 197 parties aimed at protecting the climate system. Every year, all parties will meet up and assess the progress in dealing with climate change. In the latest meeting, the COP21, they have set up two targets. The first one is to hold average increase in temperature by 2 degrees Celsius of the pre-industrial level. The second one is to peak the greenhouse gases emission.
We have been working on adapting to the climate change. Yet, can humans achieve sustainability in the future? Will we be able to endure without compromising our future generations? Or we will follow the footsteps of the dinosaur and become part of the history of the universe? Will we extinct, or will we sustain? We can find the answer in the future, or we can determine it today by ourselves.